This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes.
This call may be recorded.
Hello. How's it going, Tatiana?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. How are you, Shelly?
I'm doing good. Enjoyed some spicy weather yesterday. A little tornado watch. That was fun.
I was going to say, that's the last I heard, so it sounds like all is well.
Yes, it is. Pretty sure
Was
it
there
was.
a tornado?
What was that?
Was there one?
There was a bunch in Tallahassee this morning, so it kind of made its way past us, and then boom, hit Florida. So
I didn't even know that. That's terrifying.
yeah,
that's terrifying.
I mean, the whole reason why all these tornadoes showed up was because Hollywood just released the second trailer for Twisters, and so
listen. There's no better advertisement for Twister than you, Shelly. You are so funny.
I'll be there opening night.
Opening night. When does the movie come out?
In July.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That seems like so far away, but
I know.
My husband last night wanted to go see the new
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he wanted to go see that.
I was there.
I have to catch up though. Like I don't feel like I can just go watch it. I know I saw the first one of the prequels, but I gotta catch up. The second one I haven't seen.
Yeah, definitely check them out. They're so good. The Planet of the Apes series is definitely my all-time favorite series. Amazing.
I know. I need to see it because of your recommendation, Shelly. I need to see it. I need to. Also, I'm seeing Amber and Marissa here with us in the chat. Hi, you guys.
Hey, thank you for joining us.
Especially you, Amber. Since you're driving, you're amazing. We love to chat on the drive, so let's do it. Also, Marissa said still on Twister to Shelly because, guys, I'm not joking. She is a Twister fanatic. This is real. This is real.
Perfect.
All right, you ready to listen to some calls?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let me pull one up. Let me know if you can hear this.
All right.
My name is Courtney.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, Courtney. This is Pip. I was wondering if we could get a plumber sometime. We have a toilet that's clogged. We've tried the plunger, we've tried the snake, and it's not going down.
Oh gosh, when did this start?
We think it's from our grandson yesterday.
Oh no.
Like late yesterday. It's a bathroom that we don't use that often. But he had spent a couple of nights, and we don't know if something got, fell down it, or if it's just that he has a tendency to clog toilets. Let me tell you that.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I don't know if it's just too much toilet paper or what, but in the past we've been able to unclog it. We can't unclog this one. It's an upstairs bathroom, and we've tried, like I said, we've tried plunging it, we've tried snaking it.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, we can definitely get one of our licensed and bonded service experts out there to you. So it's not going down at all.
No, I've not that. Yeah, we plunged it, and it's how usually you can plunge it and it'll go clear it and stuff. No, we can't. And I don't want to flush it again because I'm afraid it's going to overflow.
Right.
So yeah, I don't. We've plunged, like I said, we've plunged it for like 30 minutes and stuff on and off and snaked it. And it's just not, we've never had that much trouble with it.
Okay. My goodness. All right, Pat. Well, let's see here. We do only exclusively work with homeowners. Will you be using any type of home insurance or home warranty for this service request?
No.
Okay, let's pause real quick.
All right.
What's standing out to you, Shelly?
I love how she opened with this, with care and reassurance that she was asking. And I think it's funny with situations like this because you don't want to ask things like, well, how did that happen? You really want to know that? But I love, like, kids kids are notorious for shoving stuff down toilets. I know my kids are notorious for using too much toilet paper. And one time I found just a whole roll just shoved right down there. And,
Oh my gosh.
toys or something. And so, it's nice to have compassion on them and help them feel like they're not alone. And there isn't only one way to clog a toilet. It can be.
I know, right? Yeah, there are options. It's like, well, he's known for clogging toilets. I'll tell you that much. I agree with that. So, anything else stand out to you? There's a couple things for me.
Yeah. Let's see. What was it? Oh, I did like how she expressed care twice because she did it early, but then when the customer was like expressing more of her challenge, she did it again, which I think was really awesome.
I agree. I really liked her empathy in this call. I will say, so one thing that did stand out to me is there is a difference between empathy and then also an opportunity to take advantage of rapport as well. Yeah. So I feel like she could have even elevated her empathy more had she tied it into the rapport that the customer was giving us the opportunity for. You know, she's like, he's 15, I'll tell you that. You know, she could have, I was thinking, and maybe this is just my own personality, so it's not fair to put that on other people. But I was like, maybe I would have said something like, oh my gosh, yes, I hear you, 15-year-olds, you know, who knows what they're doing in there. Or like, you know, like some kind of joke or some kind of, because it seemed like the customer wanted, she was sharing so much. Yeah. So that was one thing I was thinking was opportunity for rapport. I did agree. I like the care. I also like her tone a lot. She had great reassurance in this call. There's a moment where she chose to build value and offer reassurance, saying that we can definitely get out, you know, a trained plumber. They're going to take care of you, something along those lines. But I really like that portion. Yeah. One other thing that stood out to me was that we are 2 minutes into this call right now. All right. And I think a lot of people would say this is the type of customer that's talking. But I also feel like there was a lot of opportunity for us to redirect with a question, and we didn't take advantage of that opportunity. So if you want your call times to be shorter, and in fairness, this call is only 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, which is ideal. You know, that's a great call time. But the fact that we spent 2 of those minutes in just hearing the problem, I'm wondering if there's not going to be enough time for build value later. Like, I'm wondering how in depth she's going to get later on in the call. And I think she could have gone into the next steps quicker had she used more proactive questions. I think she asked one question, which was, when did this start? And then every time she talked after that, it was a care statement. And I was thinking we really could have redirected that with, oh my gosh, let's get somebody out there. When are you available? And just change the subject.
That's a really good idea. I like that. And I like that you mentioned that this is how we can help bring down the call times. Like, I mean, of course, if you have time and you want to take the time with the customer and they want to talk, oh yes, do it. But sometimes those calls are just flowing in and we have to move quicker. So I love that suggestion of redirecting and asking a question to kind of help it move along. It's such a good idea. I'm also with you with the rapport. Yeah. I'm also with you with the rapport thing because I feel like anytime there's a clogged toilet, customers are always going to be self-conscious. And
I know that's so true.
It's always nice to help them feel like you're not alone. And like, I love all the billboards from plumbing companies. Like, we pass by one pretty often that's a toilet with 2 rolls on top. So it looks like a face and it says, I've seen terrible things. And it's just nice to be able to let them know, like with your reassurance, maybe adding in a building value statement, like our techs take care of this kind of thing all the time. So you're in great hands. Yeah. So it's not anything new. They're not cringing. No, it's just
they've seen some things. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I like that too. I like that. Yeah. That is funny. All right, you guys, let's listen to the last minute and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. I do want to let you know we no longer work with home insurance or home warranty companies. When is a good time for us to get out there to you?
Like today, or what are you talking about?
Okay, let me pull up my schedule here real quick.
I mean, we're here pretty much all day today and tomorrow.
Okay. All right, let's see here. It looks like we can definitely get a service expert out there to you tomorrow. Looks like my earliest time frame would be a 10 to 12 for arrival time.
Okay.
All right. And the other toilets in the home are working just fine?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, Pat, we have you on the schedule for tomorrow with an arrival time of between 10 and 12. You are still at,
Correct.
all right, I do see you're a member of our Total Care Club membership, so we've waived that $49 service fee for you.
Okay.
And we'll give you a 20 to 30 minute courtesy call as soon as we're able to get out there to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, hopefully not.
All right. Well, thank you, Pat, for choosing. Again, my name is Courtney, and I hope you have a nice day.
Okay, you too. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was cute at the end. I like that.
It was. I love it when customers express so much appreciation and use your name.
Yeah. To me, the most personable she sounded the whole call. And it's not to say that I just think it really elevated right there at the end when she laughed.
Yeah.
And built rapport, you know, like that. It just, she sounded like a different person
Yeah.
from that moment, from the rest of the call. And I like it. I think that she's definitely applying the principles. I love that she used open-ended questions to ask for scheduling. She followed the call flow really well.
Really well.
If you're familiar with our call flow here at Power Selling Pros, you know that our goal is to start with care, start by listening and really engaging, and then move in with open-ended questions to encourage scheduling with the customer. You go over the set and pricing at the end and move on. And I love that she did that really, really well. So those are some of my highlights. Anything
Yeah, I like that. And I wish that she had used the customer's name. Like the customer used her name, but she could have used the customer's name. Really up to that.
Agreed. I agree. All right, this is good. Let's listen to another one.
All right.
Good afternoon. Thank you. This is Jen. How can I brighten your day?
Hey, Jen, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Hey, do you do residential also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's not a big job. I just can't do it anymore. But I have a, excuse me, I just bought a new ceiling fan to replace my old ceiling fan, and I need someone to install it. Is that something y'all could do?
Yes, we do that kind of work all the time, and we're actually running a promotional offer for the installation of ceiling fans currently.
Okay.
So I'd be happy to set you up with an appointment for this. Do I have the pleasure of speaking to Shane?
Shane, yeah.
Shane, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. And Mr. Shane, can I have your home address?
I'm going to pause real quick. I'm liking it so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm liking it. I think she's really sweet. I feel like she's almost leading the call, but not quite. Like
yeah. Oh, I do too. I totally agree.
There's a moment there where she kind of like left it sit, and she could have asked like, you know, like something. Ask something. Keep it going.
My favorite is when we respond with one-word answers because he's like, "Do you do this?" And she goes, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, keep it going. Keep it going. You know, don't end like that. Always invites that awkwardness. Yeah. I really love how she brought up the promotion without talking about price. Yeah. I thought that was great. He's like, yeah, actually, we've got a promotion for that exact thing right now. And then moved on.
That's a good point. Yeah. I like that because we don't want to get to the price till later. And
yeah, but she did. It's like it keeps them interested still.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably more curiosity at the beginning. Would you agree with that? Like more listening, asking questions, like how many ceiling fans? Do you already have it with you? Are you, I don't think he said that. Like, did you already purchase it? Or are you wanting to buy one?
Yeah, those are good questions. And I don't know if this CSR has experience installing ceiling fans, but even those of us who are still young enough to do it, they can be miserable, like really miserable. Like the instructions, whoever came up with the installation, however to do it, just like Like, it
That's
had
an area of
the job and
opportunity.
nobody tested it before it went out on the market, and it just takes you hours, and you're just going crazy, and you don't know why it's not working. Anyway, there's just
That's funny.
we have changed so many ceiling fans, and they're all terrible. So yeah. I
So
can
like building
imagine.
value on how like they're pesky or how these things are unnecessarily difficult. I don't know what makes it so difficult, but I'm glad. She also said we do this all the time. I
Yeah.
love that.
Oh yeah.
That was great. We're really
Yeah.
familiar. We do this all the time.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep listening.
All right.
Okay. So,
Got it. And then this is the best phone number for you, Shane. Can I have a good email address for you, please?
at gmail.com.
Just getting all the info.
Okay, great. Got that account. And now for more information on the ceiling fan, you said this is a replacement ceiling fan that you would like to have
Correct.
installed.
Here comes the listen principle. Maybe a little later than I'd like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
You would like to have
Yes.
a replacement
It's
ceiling.
replacing the old one. Yeah.
Okay, and how tall is your ceiling?
20 feet. But I have a
Wait.
drop rod.
You have a down rod?
Down rod, yeah. I didn't know what it was called.
It's okay. Let's see. And where would you like to have this installed?
It's in my great room.
And you have already purchased the fan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So great questions. I think just
And
later
when's
than.
the best time and day for you to have one of our electricians?
Okay, let's pause why that's important. These are great questions, but you're probably feeling it the same way I'm feeling it, and maybe Shelly's feeling it too. It seems a little transactional because she started so early with just logistics. There wasn't a whole lot of curiosity about him, about his problem, about what he actually needs.
Right.
It was just tell me about your address, and that transition felt a little uncomfortable at the beginning.
Right. And the minute he said it's 20 feet high, if that was me, no, I'm absolutely not doing that.
I
And
know.
so, that's why you get the professionals. I would be out. No way am I getting up that high. That's definitely something that even the most capable handyman in the family would be like, you know what, I need to call the professionals. Like, I get it.
And we can't validate that without knowing all the facts.
Right.
So I had, I share this story, I feel a lot because it was so eye-opening to me, but I'm going to share it with you, Shelly. I was doing a training with my very first pest control company ever. I'd never worked with pest control before this. And in one of the calls we were listening to, she was, the customer he had roaches. Okay. So he was talking about roaches, and I'm already grossed out because I'm like, yuck, bugs. Nope. I don't want to hear about it. But this whole conversation about roaches, and I'm so impressed by how positive and engaged my CSR is. And the whole time she remains this amazing level of professionalism, and she's just asking the best questions ever. And I'm just like, wow, she's really nailing it. And then we get to the end of the call and the customer says, all right, well, I found, what does he say? He says something like, all right, I found this product on Amazon. I'm going to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, I'll call you back. Right? And I was like, darn it, you can't win them all. I was sort of chalking it up in my mind to like, she did everything she possibly could.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out, So I go back to my CSR and I tell her, you did good. How'd you feel about it? And the first thing she says to me is, oh, Tatiana, that guy definitely had an infestation for sure. Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, how do you know that? Because again, it was my first time with pest control. There's a lot of things that went over my head. And she goes, well, he says he's seen them every day. He says that they're the big ones and the little ones, and they're always in the kitchen. And so she goes on and describes this whole scenario. And I'm realizing this thing that she clearly isn't. And I had to tell her, girlfriend, you are so positive in this call. It was great. I loved it. But you were so positive that the customer literally felt like he could do it himself by the end.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, sure, it's great. And the whole time, every time she asked a question, it sounded like this. Okay, where are you seeing them? He'd say, in the kitchen. Okay, and what size are they? big and little. Okay. And like, it was just so positive, but nowhere in there did she ever say anything like, oh my gosh, you're seeing them every day? That
Yeah.
is not okay. Oh, the mamas and the babies? Yeah, it sounds like we definitely need to get someone out there. Like, there's no level of seriousness. She didn't
Yeah.
acknowledge the severity of the situation. And that's what it's reminding me of this in this call,
Yeah.
because like you're saying, if it's 20 feet high, it's so smart that you get a professional out there.
Yeah.
20 feet high is not something you want to dabble with. You want to get a professional out there that's and these things, we'd love to say that installing a ceiling fan is so simple, but they can be pretty complex sometimes. I'll tell you what, our guys have done this a long time. They know what they're doing. They've mastered this stuff. So they have all the tools they need to be safe and also install that 20 feet up. You know what I mean? But she couldn't see any of that at the beginning of the call because she didn't know any of that.
Yeah. And she didn't react to the 20-foot high thing at all. And I mean, this customer has experience installing ceiling fans. He said, I'm just too old for it now. But I mean, your average person would, I mean, there's always surprises up the sleeve. Like, you get up there, universal mount, it's going to plug into yours. And oops, actually, you know what? It doesn't. And I've had to, I didn't use duct tape, but I kind of jimmy rigged it in a very unsafe kind of way before, just because I had nothing else at my disposal because I'm not a pro. But I really like your example because you're right. Like, in that situation, like, she wasn't giving any kind of urgency or, even if we gave that reassurance, like, it's, this actually happens more often than you'd think, but our technicians know what they're doing and they can definitely take care of this for you. But yeah, I'm with you.
It's not, if you're not validated in that need to, you're validating the purpose of our company in the first place. Like, sure, you can install your own ceiling fan, your own light, but I promise it'll be a whole lot easier if you get a professional out there that's done this before.
Yeah.
And acknowledging that there's value in that is important, and not just skipping right over those important value points.
Yep.
All right, let's keep listening.
All right.
Come out to take a look at the scope of work.
You just tell me. I look my own schedule, so.
We have availability as early as tomorrow. We could arrive in the morning or the afternoon. Do you have any preference?
In the morning would be great.
Would an 8 to 9 a.m. arrival window be okay?
Be perfectly fine.
Okay, and then Mr. Shane, just to tell you a little bit about our company, what we'll do is send out one of our highly trained and professional electricians with a fully stocked truck out to the home to assess the scope of the work for replacing one customer supplied ceiling fan with a down rod and a ceiling height of 20 feet in the great room, go over all your options and provide you with a flat rate estimate. To send out one of our pros is only $89, at which time, if you feel the price matches the value and you're interested in moving forward with the work, the technician would be prepared to perform the work the same day, as well as credit the $89 and apply it towards any work being done. Payment would not be due until the completion of work, and it can be made payable directly to the technician by check, credit card, or cash. Your technician would give you a call 20 to 30 minutes ahead of time to let you know that they're en route, so that way you can be expecting them. And I can send you a booking confirmation just confirming this appointment date and time for your records.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, fantastic. So Shane, if you don't have any questions for me, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning, and I want to thank you for choosing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too.
All right. I run the risk of sounding ultra nitpicky right now. Okay, because there's a lot of good in this.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing the same thing in this call as I did the last call, and they both just sound very scripted to me.
Yeah. It seemed so, like, the information she was sharing was good, but there's so much of it that I think most people would probably get lost near the end. And at least in the beginning, when she was listing off what they were going to do and like install one customer purchase ceiling fan, it sounded like she was repeating back an order at a fast food restaurant.
Exactly.
Burger with fries
Exactly.
soda and
Thank you. And it feels like the point of the value statement is getting missed in a
Mhm.
statement like this, because the reason you build value is to help the customer see the value compared to the price. And
right,
part of value is likability and trust.
right.
You know what I mean? And you don't find a whole lot of trust in a transaction. You
Mhm.
also don't find a whole lot of likability in a robot.
Right.
And so if it sounds robotic and transactional, like you said, there's not going to be a lot of value there.
Yeah, I like that because if it sounds scripted, it sounds like something you'd read off a website. Like we go
Right.
to a company website, they're only going to have great things about the company on it. They're only going to
Totally.
say this, this, and this. But when a customer talks to a CSR, they want to know you believe in it. They want to know
Right.
you can testify, and they don't want to know what the website says. That's why I do love it when it's conversational because then it feels like it's coming from you.
Yes. You guys, if you want to be amazing CSRs, anyone that's listening to this, when you listen to these calls, yes, this is the recipe for a great customer experience. We've got it all there, right? But it's just missing the personability. That's
Mhm.
it. So if you can bring your own personality to it and even just I wish I could mimic the way that she was talking, because it was, I don't even know the right word to use, because it would be like, dang it, I wish I could. Let me just listen to it again.
And provide you with a flat rate estimate. To send out one of our pros is only $89, at which time, if you feel the price matches the value and you're interested in moving forward with the work, the technician would be prepared to perform the work the same day, as well as credit the $89 and apply it towards any work being done. Payment would not be due until the completion of work.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like the way, like the fluctuation just
Mhm.
it just doesn't sound very personal. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, I would agree. And even the words in there doesn't sound like something somebody would say conversationally. Sounds
Yeah.
like something someone wrote. Yeah.
Yeah. The tone. Yeah. That's Marissa saying the tone. So a value statement, an alternative, or what I would hope for the value statement to sound like, would be something like this. It would be, well, what we've got like a couple minutes. Why don't we just do this real quick? I'm going to listen to it again. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to re-say it. All right. Let's
All
just,
right.
for funsies.
Yeah.
Here we go.
A ceiling fan with a
Okay. So write down these points. Where's my note? My pen. Here it is.
And then, Mr. Shane, just to tell you a little bit about our company, what we'll do is send out one of our highly trained and professional electricians with a fully stocked truck out to the home to assess the scope of the work for replacing one customer supplied ceiling fan with a down rod.
Okay. So highly trained, fully stocked truck. She said, customer supplied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, customer supplied ceiling fan. I'm going to try and get in as much of this as she's saying. Customer supplied ceiling fan with a down rod.
And a ceiling height of 20 feet in the great room.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Great room.
I feel like it's like a brochure. Like brochures are very professionally written and they have a lot of good information, important information in it. But if we were just to read it, it's too much for the phone call.
Right.
Just,
And I think you're right. Like I might even split this up into multiple parts right here. Okay, let me see just a little more.
Go over all your options and provide you with a flat rate estimate. To send out one of our pros is only $89.
89 flat rate. Okay, $89. And then she adds something on top
Time
of
if
it.
you feel the price matches the value and you're interested in moving forward with the work, the technician would be prepared to perform the work the same day, as well as credit the $89 and apply it towards any work being done. Payment would not be due until the completion of work, and it can be made payable directly to the technician by check, credit card, or cash.
Okay, so same day, credit, that 89 is credited towards the work. All right. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. Here we go. You're going to be my customer, okay, Shelly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Shelly, I've got you on the schedule. I just want to let you know what you can expect from the visit. So first off, let me make sure I'm getting everything right. I'm going to just relay a couple pieces I've got. So you're supplying the ceiling fan. We're doing that in your great room, about 20 feet up. It's a down rod. Am I missing anything?
Nope, that sounds good.
Okay, awesome. So what you can expect, we're going to send out one of our highly trained technicians. These guys are fantastic at what they do. When I tell you we install ceiling fans all the time, I mean it. So they're going to come out. They're going to arrive in a fully stocked truck, meaning we're going to have everything we need to actually do the install that day if it's approved by you. For him to come out there and look at the options, answer any questions that you might have, it's only $89. And again, if you approve it, he'll go forward with that work right then and there. One thing that's awesome about what we do is the $89 is actually going to get applied to the quote that he gives you if you decide to go forward with it right then and there. So ask him any questions that you have. They're super knowledgeable. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's it.
All right. And let's pause. So I think I could have added in, because she added in credit. You could, I don't know. What did I miss? There's a couple points, but did you feel like that was more personable?
Oh, so much better. And the way you repeated back what I wanted, it was so short and I caught it all. And I like the way that you changed your voice when you're talking about how that dispatch would be applied to the thing.
Yeah. Like it's a good idea.
Heard
like,
it.
That's great that we do. One thing that's awesome is, okay. All right. So to me, that's what I hope for when I'm looking for a build value statement. Just something more personal and a little bit more like just, the fluctuation in the voice a little bit better. I'm going to throw these up there because Marissa's right. I did nail it. I nailed it. You should give me a raise. You're right.
That's right. That's right.
All right, guys, we're at time. We should let go. Anything you want to say before we close up, Shelly?
No, I think that was good. Thank you, Tatiana. I love that today was really about just making it more personable.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part anyway, right? Is just being yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I couldn't do it every day if I couldn't be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. Till next week. Marissa, I think Marissa will be with us next week. I think. Maybe not. Well, I might be wrong about that. I'll talk to you after, Marissa. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for being here, Shelly.
Thank you.